If you couldn't already tell by the orange lip, the tight sweater, the name necklace, we're recreating a Khloe Kardashian hairstyle today. I saw recently that she put her kind of wet hair waves on her app, and I clicked through because I was insanely curious, and it was by Justine Marjan, who I love as a hairstylist, giving all the tips and tricks and steps to create this like wet hair wave, and I wanted to try it. But not only did I want to try it, I wanted to film it. So I'm basically gonna go through the whole thing on camera, and you shall see the rises and falls, the pits and triumphs that I'm getting real deep about this. You're gonna see what happens. It might be great, it might be terrible. We're just gonna find out. So the first step they recommend is to prep the hair with the wave spray, which I've clearly used and enjoy. I've not actually used it on my wet hair before and blow dried it, so we'll see how this goes. So I guess I'm just gonna spray through. It didn't really say how much to use, so I'm just gonna guesstimate. And then they recommended a From round brush and a GHD dryer, which I don't have, but I have something better. My Dyson! I love this thing so much, so I'm gonna use this to dry my hair. So I'm not totally sure what they're doing with the round brush, like if they're trying to straighten, if they're just trying to get it dry. So I'm just gonna try to get mine dry. All right, yeah, I feel that like sea salty grip from the wave spray. It's doing its job. My hair seems a little bit more lifted and texturized. So I guess that's what that first step was supposed to accomplish. So Justine Marjan, who made the tutorial, recommends doing a S-wave with your flat iron. Now I have tried this a few times and I had the same reaction to it that I imagine some people have to my tutorials, where I'm like going through and I'm just like, is this how it's supposed to look? I feel like this looks bad. This is a lot of extra work. I think I'm done with it. That is how I've always felt about the S-wave. But for Khloe, I will try it. Oh, there's something else I need first. 1 second. Hair extensions. It is not a Khloe Kardashian hairstyle without some extra hair, because that girl, like me, loves big hair. And we're gonna go in sections. So the S-wave, you take your iron, close it on the hair, and then you basically seesaw back and forth. So you take it and you turn your iron one direction, slide for a little while, turn it over, go the other direction. Turn it over this direction, and so on and so forth. And this is just never really, that went better for me than it has in the past. Making progress already. I can tell you there have definitely been times where I've tried this and I look down and I'm like, did it even do anything? So progress, that's good. Let's try it again. This technique, it just feels like it takes more time than it's worth. I'm just gonna be a little grouchy about it, just gonna be honest. A little grouchy. Hypothetically, if you are feeling similarly grouchy to me about doing this technique, you really could do pretty much any wave and then go on to the products that she uses to create like the wet textured look. So if this isn't your wave of choice, you could create your wave of choice and then still use those products. I'm just really gonna go for the hair tutorial as is. I am starting to kind of like fall into the rhythm of it. I think that's helping. Cause yeah, at first when I was doing this back and forth, I was like, oh my gosh, my wrist hurts. Oh my gosh, it's so much work. And now I'm like, it feels like a seesaw. Like it's a little bit relaxing. I'm getting into it a little bit more. I feel like I'm doing a little dance actually. Something about this does feel a little Blake Lively to me. I can get on board with that. I think part of it is the texture. This is a very Blake Lively texture. Also good to know that I can get that from the wave spray and a blow dryer. I think once we go in with the gels and stuff, that's when we're really gonna see the Khloe come out of this style. Hey, that one turned out pretty good. Starting to get better at this. Now, even though I've never done this before, it seems to me as a hairstylist that you wanna get the waves the way that you want them now, because once you load your hair up with product, not only is it not gonna be great for your hair, the outcome is gonna be like crunchy, crispy, and it's just not gonna be great if you try to recurl it, so you gotta get it right now before you load it up. So now that the waves are in, we need to start applying products. And the first round of products that was recommended are oils. We have the Tresemme Repair and Protect 7 and the Kerastase Elixir Ultime. So she says to apply this first and then apply this one liberally throughout the hair. I've noticed that's how a lot of celebrity stylists get that wet hair look. It's not necessarily with crunchy gels, it's often with oils to get that faux moisture that doesn't dry out. Probably a good time to mention that I've also never tried the wet hair trend. I've just gone out with wet hair. It smells so good though. All right. So it said to spritz with this. I have now spritzed. And then it says to go in liberally with the Kerastase Elixir Ultime. So liberally it is. What did I just do? That I'm noticing right now is that the oil is adding a ton of shine to the hair, because previously it was very mattified by the wave spray that we used before, and now there's a ton of shine. And they really weren't kidding about liberally. That was like 5 squirts of oil just on one side of my head, and it was about the right amount. I look even cooler? I look wetter, that's for sure. And now for the part we all knew was coming, gel. First, you're supposed to scrunch in the Tress gel throughout the hair. So product between your hands and scrunch. Oh, and that's bringing back a little bit of that kind of like, I don't know what to call it, like hairy look, where you can see a little bit more of the texture. Don't hate that. This is starting to look like the hair. I don't know, I guess I didn't think I was gonna get there. I wonder what celebrity hairstylists came up with this and how scared they were about the outcome on their client. Like you start doing this and you're like, oh, I hope she likes it, I hope she likes it, I hope she likes it, because if not, we're screwed. And then we have the Fat Boy Tough Guy Water Wax, which looks like this. And it said to take like a small amount. Ooh, this has a really nice texture. It's kind of like if a hair gel met petroleum jelly. Maybe that's not a nice texture. Anyway, I'm taking a little bit on my fingers and I'm supposed to flip my head upside down and scrunch this through the roots for lift and definition, which I feel as though I could definitely use. Everything down here looks pretty nice and defined and wet, and then up here it's still a little dry looking. Yeah, hold on, I know what I need to become, Khloe. One sec. I need my hoops. There we go. That was what I was missing. So there's our inspiration, and there's how it turned out. Magically, I made my hair bigger than Khloe. But trying it on made me realize, like, I could definitely wear this. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if I will, but I do really enjoy, like, trying something out and realizing that, like, I don't have to be a certain persona to wear it. I just have to be me, and I just have to like it. That being said, I want to play around with the wet hair trend more, especially like wet hair braids. I think that could be really cool for me. This particular hairstyle, maybe not every day for me, but I do think it's pretty cool, and I do think that if you're feeling it, you should give it a try. Pippin is also going through an array of emotions. I really like the wet hair trend. I really want to play around with it more. I think it's pretty cool. I would definitely wear this out tonight just to like go out on the town and try out my new hairdo. And you know, I don't think I have any final thoughts on this. I would like to be able to go like, yes, I'll wear this again, or no, I'll never wear this again. But I think for now, I've embarked on a new journey, and we're just gonna see where it takes me. So that's it for today's video. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and subscribe and hit that notification icon so that you always see my new videos. That's it for today. I'll see you in my next one. Mwah! Bye!